back to Kinder Crafty. Today I am part of a challenge video that was put on by Christina at SubFertileFrugalista. I will link her channel below. Basically, she put on a challenge to all of her crafty YouTube mamas. She gave us $5 to spend on something to make for Valentine's Day. It could be a gift for someone, it could be something for your kiddos, it could be home decor. Anyway, we only had $5 to spend, and today I'm going to share with you what I'm making. I'm actually going to make, it's traditionally I should say, a Christmas decoration, but I'm going to teach you how to make a Danish woven heart basket. They were perfect to me for Valentine's Day because since I'm not Danish, to me it doesn't scream Christmas decor as much as it does Valentine's Day. So I'm going to teach you how to do this very inexpensive craft. You can actually even make it with paper that kids, sometimes elementary kids make them this way, and you can attach actually a handle on it to put it into a little basket that kids can hold. I'm going to create mine out of felt so that I can keep it from year to year, and I'm actually going to use it in my tablescape. So come along and watch the tutorial, see how to make this Danish woven heart basket, how much I spend on it, and how I'm using it in my Valentine's Day tablescape. All right, you all, so watch the video and I'll check back with you at the end. Okay, you all, these are the supplies you're going to need for this craft. You need 2 pieces of felt that are 3 inches in width by 9 inches in length. So it's just 1/4 of a piece of felt. So you're going to do that in 2 different colors. This is how you make one of the traditional hearts. I am actually going to make mine monochromatic, but for the demonstration of the video, it's much easier to figure out the basket weave by using 2 different pieces of felt. So I'm going to show you with 2 pieces of felt how to create the little heart baskets, and then when you see my tablescape, when you see how I'm using it in my Valentine's decor, you will see it monochromatic. Okay, so let's get started. Let's take one of the pieces. Let's start with red. And I just fold it in half, hold it on the folded side, and you're really just going to trim the ends, the open ends. You're just going to trim those corners off and round it off, okay? So I don't have any kind of pattern for this. It's just freehand. So I just am literally like cutting the corners off, just rounding it. Cut about that much off. So do that for both. Now here's where you need your ruler, because you're going to measure down about 1 inch and mark. Doesn't have to be perfect, just with your pencil. Don't use pen because you don't want this real dark. And then, you see me? You're going to measure 3/4 of an inch in once, then do, let's see, 1, 2, 3/4. Do it again. 1, 2, 3/4. So you're actually cutting 3 lines that are going to stop up here at that 1 inch mark. So go ahead and do that. Cutting up and stopping at the 1 inch mark. I'm using really, really sharp craft scissors, you all. So that's why I'm able to cut through this felt so easily. Highly recommend. I think I got them in the sewing section of Michael's. Okay, and I need to trim this up a little bit. Neaten that up. Make it look nice and tidy. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the gray. Okay, so now I'm going to have the red be my my first piece and the gray kind of be my standing piece, right? So I'm going to take the first loop off of my red, and I'm going to go through the first loop on the gray. Now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do the gray second loop goes through that red first loop. We're staying with the red first loop. It's not changing. Red goes through gray, and gray goes through red. And you're going to want to pull it all the way up to that 1 inch mark so that you have room to do the next strip. right? Oops, let me tidy this up. Okay. Now, take the second red loop. The second red loop, we're going to do the opposite. It's going to go gray, goes through, then red goes through gray. Gray goes through, then red goes through gray. Okay? Okay, your last red loop. Are you ready? Gray goes through, then red goes through. Now, since it's tight down here at the bottom, you might have to tug a little bit to get it firmly in place. Okay, what I love about this craft is that there's no gluing, there's no sewing required. Gray goes through, and it creates such a cute little accent. Okay, this last loop is really tight. Can you see what I'm doing? Push your red through that gray. Okay, and then just neaten it up. Make it look nice and neat and tidy. And there you have it. Darling, isn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to show you my tablescape. When you see my tablescape, you're going to see a monochromatic red, a monochromatic gray, and a monochromatic pink. All right? Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can fill your little basket. So this pink one is mine. I'm just going to put a little red tulip inside. And I think that looks really sweet on the place setting. This red one is my son's. I'm going to put this, he picked this out at Target. So I'm going to put this silly putty inside his for a little Valentine present. Fits right in there. And I'll put it at his place setting. It'll be a nice little surprise for him to open. And my husband's is the gray one. He loves dark chocolate, so I got him these fancy Lindor dark chocolates. So I'm gonna put one of those, maybe two of those, see how many will fit in there for him. So I can fit probably about 2 in there, and that'll be my husband's little Valentine treat at his place setting. Okay, you all, and here is my Valentine's Day tablescape. So let's talk about how I used my little inexpensive Valentine's Day craft, those little felt heart woven baskets and placemats that are gray and white that I got from Target. Just white dishes, white dinner dish and white salad dish, the utensils. I thought fancy wine glasses for us. I just have a tray of cupcakes, vanilla bean cupcakes. 2 of them I set in these ceramic hearts with fresh raspberries on top. On my cake stand that I wove a little red ribbon through, I put a vase of tulips because they're my favorite flower. To me, they're even more romantic than roses because I just love them. In the water, you'll see it's red. I put Red Hots, you know, those little cinnamon heart candies. I put those in the bottom of the water so it turned in a nice pretty red. And then of course I used 2 bouquets of tulips, red on the outside and that bright pink in the middle. I think the pink just breaks it up. Okay, you all, so you can see I only had 2 of the pink ramekins. They're heart-shaped, so because I bought them when my husband and I were dating. So I just put 1 on either side and then a plain cupcake in the middle with those gorgeous, huge raspberries, fresh raspberries on top. Oh, and the tray, the platter, is from Pottery Barn. Now let's get a close-up on those flowers. How gorgeous are they? Anyway, there's my gorgeous arrangement with the tulips. The red ones are starting to open up, the pink ones. So beautiful. And there's my cake stand that you all have seen in a lot of my tablescapes. And I just took out the ribbon that was in it and put a red one. And the little mailbox is galvanized tin with black chalkboard paint on it. I got it at the dollar spot. I wrote love in the heart on the front of the mailbox, and then my husband wrote God bless us in, it's just erasable chalk marker that I got from the dollar spot at Target as well. So I just thought that added something cute to our tablescape. And here's another view of the table, so you can see my son's place setting there. He has a little water glass and his little red heart. I just think that they turned out really cute. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, you all, and that's it. So you can see I spent well under the $5 amount. I had 3 sheets of felt at 29 or 30 cents each. And then I used some of the extra money for the candies and things for the tablescape. So hopefully you have a happy Valentine's Day and you get some great crafty ideas from all the ladies that are part of the challenge. I'm sure that Christina will list all of those channels below her video. Happy Valentine's Day. Lots of love to you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.